EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Jumping out the Rolls truck with the temp tag. I'm getting money, I don't get mad. As a nigga in my hood, he gon' say that I'm stamped. And when the situations came, I came out like a champ. When it was pouring down raining, I came out of the damp. But now it's champagne showers when we poppin' the champ. We done all the fast and they trash. Niggas can't be as good as rich. Stand tall, point a finger, never that. I know a nigga had it all, went to the big and get it back. That's why I'm humble as ever. And I run whatever. Don't chase hoes, cause they come with the shadow. I say my man, girl, start acting bougie when he fucks with cheddar.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
That's why I be with family and some boys that I've been know. If money determine loyalty, we cut you with against you, and I'll go against you.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Rule number 2, never trust a bitch that'll fuck you for some purses.
Now Winston.
Rule number 3, say you send that money shit, you better
steps away to his left. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
That couple $100,000 holding you over. That ain't real money. That's bill money. Buy a rollie, get a real money. Catch a case, pay a lawyer, take a deal money.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
But when you had that money, you could have put niggas on. In the moment that they put cuffs on you, your bitch was gone. Student of the game, I'm just ahead of my class. I'm that nigga, but I never got my head on my ass. I'm doing good, but I'm ready for bed.
Winston.
Catch me frontin' cause I'm used to being second to last.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert. Bravo.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
No spacing. Easy. Tight down. There you go. Hey, keep stick.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Check 3. 2 and D, come. 5.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown, Brown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the 27, Rudolph. He's going to take a shot to the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Rudolph. He gets this one to Johnson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. On 1st down, Rudolph. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Rudolph throwing again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Here's Rudolph, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 6 yards away. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do in good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I don't think they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
We got apartment, we got lost, we gon' trap this bitch out, yeah. All 6 spots and they bang, 3 phones and they steady ring. Apartment full of gasoline, loft full of cocaine. We got what you need, bro. Hit me when you need some. I can supply your real. Okay, hit me when it's time to real. I don't need you in my spot, tryna roll my weed up. That's a dub. I don't fuck with me, no fucking leeches. That's a dub, and it was what it was. Now I'm up. I just got me 6 spots and they bang, 3 phones steady ring. Chain colder than a freezer, never change on your people.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and 12, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate in quick?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And Brace, the tight end's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Hard that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Roethlisberger now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Roethlisberger now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Single, single. Single, single.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger, and he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive here, 2nd and 11.
Quarter. I was trying to be humble, but it's time to be cocky. Go. They ain't one of y'all niggas with the money.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he completed 7 straight passes before that one, as it falls incomplete and puts a halt to that streak.
Can't fault the offensive line for that incompletion at all. He had all day to throw the football. Their alarm clocks went off early today, didn't they?
Absolutely, they did. He was surveying, finally let it go, but incomplete. On third down, Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. It's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Following the interception, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
On third down, Winston. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Stuck to my chest in the field with the coach, Andrew Luck with it. We had the rock, hit the block like we're stuck with it. Joe was in the Z, my young gun is in the truck with it. Zero with a nut.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster, that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let me tell you who sucks like banana now latest. Black China head the bomb, Al Tater. The Rams is back from bullets getting tossed. 16.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
30 on his chest. Kanye shrug. Bitch, welcome to the West. YG, Nipsey, and Kendrick. Yeah, check. Shout him out. I just do it like a fucking Nike boy.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. This is complete right side to McDonald. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Big bag, got him big man. A nigga get into some money in his bitch bag. Jumping out the wash truck with the tip.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
He proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Roethlisberger now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
Rule number 3. Say you sell that money, shit, you better stop splurging. When it's all said and done, and you back at the bottom, they gon' treat you like you worthless. Respect the game.
From the 17, Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on the second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Rule number 1. Never count your homie pockets thinking you deserve it. Rule number 2, never trust a bitch that'll fuck you for some purses. Rule number 3, say you sell that money, shit, you better
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
When it's all said and done, and you back at the bottom, they gon' treat you like you worthless. Respect the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their heads. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd and 9, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. A former first-round pick of the Bucs, Mark Barron, charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun. Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
Are we really in the second half here? And this is the first time we've seen Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans.
Yeah, you know that they missed that in the first half. Up until this point, they've really missed it, haven't they?
I think that's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 53 yards, and the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Gay is on for the point after. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Oh, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. The throw over the middle, taken in. 22 yards there, first down. Now Roethlisberger on first down. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards.
Got all my dope niggas in my section. Tats on their face, charges from the weapon. Please, don't vote Trump for election. Hold up, surf, give me a second.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Just real fact.
Then to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Let it well, and it's picked. They get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Now left side on the swing pass. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Jameis to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. First carry for James Conner. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 6-yard line.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in that. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they open the lead up now to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A run with Ogunbowale. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
That's 3.
Yeah. You need some help?
You smoking?
No.
I'm just testing.
Yeah.
You know how to do this?
No, but you can teach me.
All right. So you see how they say 28 right here?
Yeah.
You gonna get a handful of this.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'll do that. Pour it in here. Ball that up. Throw it in here. Do that to the
Play
back.
fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Hello.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
45. Mike, 45. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball. No spacing.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And that's knocked away and incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
But I have my money tied up in the
4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. But if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of it. That's just who.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One last shot now for Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
3 or 4 times, I ain't telling no lies, I just run it up. Never let a hard time humble us. Double up.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
My dreams come true. My life in diamonds. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Turn 7 to a 14, 14 to a whole thing. Lord knows it's a cold game. Switched up on you hoes, man. Big body take both lanes. Backseat blowing propane. All black, 5 gold chains. Young rich nigga bossed up on his own, man. My new shit sound like a soul train. Tookie Williams over Coltrane. Eric B by the rope chain. RC, we for show bang. Tiny lopes and they go crazy.